Hello there, internet viewers. This is Tanner. I'm going to be taking you through The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Switch, which really doesn't matter. They're the same on Switch or Wii U. But fantastic game. One of the best games I've ever played. And by far the best game in the Zelda series. I'll be taking you in this first video just to the first tower, where you activate the tower and it activates the shrines. And I'm planning on doing a video for every shrine, and then probably videos for the Korok seeds in different areas, to kind of show you where everything is. And we'll go over certain enemies. As you can see, the Guardian here. We'll talk about how to defeat those, along with other enemies. And no promises on spoilers here. I'm going to be going through everything in the game, so I'll mention things that are later in the game at different points in different videos. And so if you don't want to know about things coming up, this is not the right channel for you, probably. But after you've played through a little bit of the game, if you get stuck on a shrine or something, I'll have videos for those different things. I'll try to keep the videos pretty short so that you can watch them in smaller chunks, rather than having a long video that goes over multiple different shrines and things. So there we go. We'll start a new game and get it going. I'll usually try to stay quiet through the cinematics where someone's actually talking on the screen, in case you want to watch that, or comment if you just want me to skip over those things. That's fine too.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
So I won't go over too much of controls. You walk up to things, you press A typically to interact with anything. Here's your Sheikah Slate that they give you. Smartphone-ish kind of device.
Is a Sheikah Slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
That green circle, you'll have to pay attention to it kind of throughout the game. Well, not kind of throughout the game. Throughout the game, you'll have to pay attention to it. When it runs out, you get tired, and it'll mess you up if you're in the middle of a battle or anything. Let's equip our newfound clothing and go to our first pedestal.
Up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
All the technology and the design here is really pretty cool stuff. I like the way it looks.
You are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Okay, let's go do some shining on Hyrule once again. I had a little bit of trouble when I started the game trying to figure out how to get this climbing stuff to work, because when you walk up to a bunch of rocks, you don't just start climbing. So as you walk up, press X and he'll just get on and start climbing. If as you're moving up, you press X and you can jump a little bit up the wall before you start climbing, and that can help. Again, love the game, and the cinematic, like this is the best part. This isn't even a cinematic. This is the camera. This is in game. That's what it looks like the whole time. Part of the fun of the whole game is the therapeutic feeling of just running around in this incredible world where everything looks just so good. Okay, so you'll notice things that you can interact with on the ground. They will shimmer. You can see the mushrooms over in the background. They're shimmering. This tree stick. You walk up to them, just press A. When you can pick them up, you'll see that little nameplate pop up right there. If you haven't seen the item before, it'll give you question marks. If you have seen it before, then it will say the name of the item. You can grab things while you're in midair as well. That's really helpful. He yells at you if you take his apple. But we'll talk to him for a bit. This is the Temple of Time. You'll recognize it from Ocarina of Time if you played through that game. If you haven't, you should. Oh, whoops. We'll take that torch too. He asked you what the heck you're gonna do with it. I'm setting things on fire for sure. And we'll go from there. All right, your first real weapon here is Woodcutter's Axe. Switch through the weapons with the D-pad. You push the right button on the D-pad and it'll let you switch through your weapons. And if you look up in the top left corner of the screen, you'll see that there's the little D-pad up there. And that gives you a reminder of which buttons do what. When you press that right button on the D-pad, then you use your right stick to move back and forth and select the weapon that you want equipped. Really a nice system, actually. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Your first enemy is going to be right down here. There's a bokoblin who wants a piece of you. Best weapon you have right now is the Woodcutter's Axe. Tree branch and the torch aren't much good. You could light the branch on, you could light the torch and then light the grass on fire too, as part of your battle strategy if you want, but he's pretty easy. So every monster you kill is going to drop some items, some more than others. I recommend picking up every single thing that drops. As you fight through monsters in the game, they will, so say I kill a bunch of bokoblins. The more bokoblins I kill, and it takes a while, but after you've killed a bunch of them, more difficult bokoblins start showing up in the game. So yes, you want to kind of be careful about how much you kill, but I didn't even know about that, and I was going around killing everything, and it's never been that big a deal for me, so I say don't really worry about it. And you'll need all kinds of monster parts, so you're going to kill a bunch of them anyway. physics engine that they added into the game is really awesome. You can push this boulder down and it'll hit the bokoblins down at the bottom. See here. Pow, there's one down. 2 down. And then I can steal their weapons. Get some Boko clubs. They're a little better than what I've got. There's a rusty broadsword back up at the top of the hill there, but we're gonna bypass that for now so that we can go and get this tower started and kind of keep the video nice and short. But we'll go back to it in another video and pick it up. So where we're going is, well, darn it, over there. Lost track of things. So down in the bottom right, you see your mini map. You'll see different things down there that you can follow, that you need to go to. In this case, there's our point on our map that we're going to. You can also press the select button and it'll pull up your map that you've got and you can see which way you need to go. At this point, not super helpful because it's just a blank blue map, but you'll see when we activate the tower, that'll change. So fun thing is, if you can dodge just right, and it depends on the direction of their swing. I flipped backwards when he went up like that, and so that didn't work, but this one worked. You get this flurry rush, and you can hit them with, you can just wail on them for a second. Nice thing is when they drop their weapons, now you pick them up. Now I've got the shield and the axe, and he's got nothing. Later on in the game, for some of the more difficult enemies that you'll face, that's a crucial game mechanic. Knock their weapon out of their hands, and suddenly their super awesome weapon that they have doesn't do them any good, and you get it, and you can beat them, and they can't do as much damage to you. Okay, so here's our first tower pedestal. And this kind of starts off the whole game right here. Watch out for those falling rocks. Here we go. Really cool cinematic here. So as you can see, these are various towers throughout the region. Each tower has a pedestal on the top, and it'll give you a view of the map. You'll see here that I'm going to get the view of the Great Plateau on my Sheikah Slate from this Great Plateau tower. When I first played through the game, I just went from tower to tower and got all the maps opened up, except for probably 2 or 3 that I didn't get until later on in the game. Helps with the game that then you can see where everything is and where you need to go and stuff. Gets you familiar with the different areas and things, which will be very useful later on when you get a certain quest that, we'll talk about later. And here's your introduction to Calamity Ganon.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years.
Wish I could sleep like that sometimes.
When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, You must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Kind of cracks me up in these games when they say, oh, you gotta hurry before it's too late. And then you can go do as many side quests as you want, as many other things. You can sleep in the inns. You know, you sleep for a day every time. And you never have to worry about how much time it's taking. Okay, so don't fall off the tower. When I first played through the game, that's what I did and died. You just jump down each of these. You don't have to climb, obviously, you can see. Just drop down and you'll be fine. As soon as you get down, the old man comes to say, hey. Never found a place where it actually matters what you answer, but answering different things causes them to say different things, and so that's kind of fun.
Ooh.
So now he tells you that you can't get off the Great Plateau until you get his paraglider. But he's not just going to give it to you. He's going to make you do stuff to get it. So follow him up to the top of this hill. You have to wait until they're done walking every time when people start walking like that. Otherwise, they'll tell you to put your patient pants on and stop doing that. Okay, so there's our shrine. These shrines are throughout the world. There are, in total, spoiler alert, 120 of them. So there's 120 shrines, each of them featuring various puzzles. Some of them are battles, some of them are, but they're all kind of these mini puzzles, none of them too large. And that does it for this video. We'll do the next video on that shrine right there. Maybe even take out these bokoblins over here while we're at it. And go from there. This will be the first of 4 videos showing the different shrines on the plateau. And then probably, I haven't decided yet, but maybe a 5th video showing, maybe that 4th video will have it, or maybe the 5th video will be the ending of the Great Plateau and you can jump off and start doing stuff. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. Let me know if you think, if you'd like to see anything change, if you want me to go slower through the dialogues that you see, if I keep saying and it's driving you nuts, whatever you want to say, go ahead and post it in the comments. I'll be looking at them. I'll be doing the shrine right now as another video, and you are welcome to watch. Thanks.